Welcome to the third edition of admin level capacity building. After a lot of discussions with the Google GSuite team, we have moved on to a higher end of meet tracking as well as user domain based tracking. In this session, today we will see how we can handle MQT and reporting sections. Let us start with logging on to the admin account issued to the Vidyalaya by the regional office. Login with the browser. And you reach to the admin.google.com. Log on to your security system, that is admin.google.com, and click on to the report section which has been activated during the second training phase. Now click on the report. In a normal procedure, it used to highlight all the basic features, and this used to reflect the data available across the domain. Now let us see what all changes are there. Consider the Google Meet. In the reporting section, it shows a graphical representation of all the users available within the Meet section. This reflects the entire domain activity. Now if we want to find a specific activity across the user, we need to go to the user reports and we can check the accounts. Under the account section, a new feature has been activated, and that is the organizational unit and the group filter. More about the group filter in the coming episodes. We will see today now the organization filter. This reflects, the data reflects here the entire organization, and if I want to specifically find the data pertaining to any particular organization, I needed to apply a specific filter either by username or by the status of based on any of these features like post created, classroom. These were the data that we need to find out, or we need to have the profile name. These were the things that were there in the beginning status, and we used to perform this following activity by applying a search over the user. Say in this case, I just pick one example, and we used to filter the data according to the status of the user's activity. This was quite time consuming, and the search you need some time in case of not being very specific. To avoid this, now we have this organizational unit getting activated across the domain. You can click on the organizational unit and choose your organization. Say in this case, I choose 1809 KV Vijayanarayanam, and the data pertaining to KV Vijayanarayanam gets filtered. So this leads us to a little bit much more faster. If you want to go further specific, the same thing you can apply with the drop arrow, and you can apply it over a particular cadre of staff. Click on that cadre and press apply, and you get the user strategy. This is one recent change that has been integrated and has been permitted to all Vidyalaya admins. Apart from this, you can, if you want to be very specific of the activities, then we need to go further deep into it, which cannot be possible in the reports section. Basically, these reports feature the highlights of the domain, the general reporting sections about the app, about the activities of the user, and if we want to find the real statistics, we need to go to the audit log, which caters to time to time activity. Of course, the updating time and the retaining time of data is dependent on the Google servers. The domain holder or the regional office does not have a control over that particular feature. Anyway, just to see who has logged in during the account, let us choose the login option, and here we have the previous option. We used to need to find the event, specifically we used to know the username, and the data which we obtained was a massive huge data which cannot be filtered as easily. So this facility has again come here. We can go into the organizational unit, click on the organization. Say in my case I'm choosing Vijayanarayanam, apply, and further I can specify the date range also to see the specific course of activity along with date. I can even specify the specific date, 21st, starting time, let me say by 6 o'clock, and ending time 23rd, say by 00 hours. So all login activities will be displayed now, and it becomes quite easy to find out the basic activities. So this gets us a completely clearer picture. Here, the most recent one which we need to access infrequently is the login, the user accounts, and Google Meet. Apart from that, also the other data are also important. This the frequency of using this 4, that is, let me be very specific, the admin section. Okay, the options are same, there is no much difference. The calendar, to see the specific activities on the calendar, activities that the admin has to do is exactly the same. The drive, which shows the various activities done on the drive, the login, then the Google Meet activities, and the user account activities. In this case, let me just once more be more specific with the Google Meet activities. If we choose the Google Meet activity, the most of the activities are either endpoint left or the live stream watched. In default cases, it is the endpoint left. If you can see, a large amount of data gets filtered dependent upon the availability of data across the domain. So in order to be very specific, we can go and choose the organization and apply, which gives us a particular set of data. You can even create a reporting rule, but currently on Hangout Meet that alert is not activated. You can try out with other activities. Further, you can even add further, if you, after filtering down the data, you can add the username. Say specifically, if you want to search, you can search, let us say, teacher activities with, it starts with TR. Let me say Ajit, I am searching, and the data comes up, activities related to the feature. Let it be known to all the staff members that all activities on the Google GSuite platform is audit recorded, and the audit trail data are available for a certain duration of time. Hence, they should be very careful on the activities being performed on the GSuite platform, lest they don't land into any untoward incident. This is one major feature released by Google Suite and approved from the regional side. So here we can see lot number of features that are available, which were limited access, has now developed further. Let's go back to the home page, home board of the Vidyalaya level admins. And this particular one, you don't see any much difference. In this situation, after logging in to your account, you can apply some more activities, specific activities, which I am going to display very soon. After logging into your account, click another tab. The logging in is mandatory. After clicking on the tab, type meet.google.com/tools/quality. Present. This MQT, the Meet Quality tool, is yet another feature recently released from the regional level, and this is one major feature wherein you need access to the Google Meets quality structures and other things. Here it gives us a very detailed data about all the things that are happening within the GSuite platform. Only the admins are permitted to access this data. Kindly ensure proper privacy of the data that we are handling. As such, the data reflects a deep insight about the activities done by the participants of this domain. That means it is not organizational based. It is any child or any teacher using the ID provided from the region. If he or she has accessed any meeting, Google Meet, the details will be available on this particular platform. It is actually an internal tool, and now with the request from towards the GSuite team, they have enabled it for us in our domain platform. So this can be used for various tracking purposes or any issues that are arised in the Vidyalaya level. But remember, this tool has no legal sanctity. It is only for information, and the necessary course of actions should be followed while handling the legal activity related to cyber threats. Let us see what is this all about. The primary thing to log in is that you should log in with your admin account, Vidyalaya level admin account, then type meet.google.com/tools/quality, and this is what it leads to. Here we have a section where reference the meetings, the participants, and the Google Meet devices. As such, we are not using the mobile enabled devices from the regional office organization level, so this feature may not give you any data as such. Need not worry, the data yet without this also is worth visiting it. Let us start with this particular meeting section. The meeting tab gives us the data about all the duration of the meetings wherein the entire activities on the domain has taken place. That means anyone who has used KVS Chennai region.in either for organizing or for joining within the domain or outside the domain, everything gets reflected here. And how much the average duration, what was the total number of meetings held within this domain or using this domain, what was the time that was sent, and total what is the feedback in general. So this is self-explanatory, yet we can have some filters here, like if you know the meeting code, the device name, who organized the meeting, it gets filtered to a certain extent. In this case, for our Vidyalaya level admins, the meeting start is important, the meeting code is important, the exact organizer's email ID is important, or we can, if the duration is continuing, this meeting can be given, the meeting duration can be used. Apart from that, the following 6 of these options are determinable for the quality aspect. So in case there is a general complaint whether the network is not working or other thing, then this part can be checked down. The beauty of these things we will see down the lane. Let us start with adding a filter. Let me say we start with a organizer email, say it starts with PPL, and just apply it. Let us see what happens. So all activities done by the principals are listed. Let us just see. In this case, we are having the meeting code, the organizer, when it was started, what was the duration of the program, what was the size of the program, what was those things. A lot of statistics are there. In this case, each one is a sortable field. You can click on it to get it sorted. Let us say we just click it on the basis of size and see what happens. So you can see it gets sorted with respect to size. Click again and it gets sorted. You can see the maximum is available. Let us pick a particular one. We can choose any one, and as the lowest score is given in this particular option, maybe a PTA meeting, we can skip that. We can try a little lesser one, or we can go and increase the number of lists that are available in this. So we are choosing 50. You can see many pages are there. Let us choose where there is a number of participants are bit more. As it loads in, let us see, still it is one only. So we will change the size once again and we will pick this one. Okay, let us say done by PPL unknown other. Now this field gives us a lot of beautiful information, what was the meeting ID, etc, etc. But apart from that, there is no other data available in this section. If you see, there is no other data available. You can pick anyone, and let me start with anyone. As we said, let us pick this particular one. Click over it and you see loading takes place, and that's the beauty of this. This is the dashboard which has been used from the region office to track the data, and now with a lot of requests from the region, and the G team has accepted the request and has approved for the Vidyalaya level admins also. So this feature is very clear. You can see the summary section, the participants detail, the participants who were all there in that meeting. It is very clearly here. I will discuss these things soon, much in detail. and so we see a quite a large number of information coming out. So here we have how the meeting status is there. Currently the meeting has ended, and as it is self-explanatory, I will not go any more further here. If that was a recorded, the recording details will be available in this section. Coming down to the participation section, you can see large amount of participations are there, and all of this participant has logged in with their own ID. So we can leave it there, and now let us watch here what are the activities of the, at what time the meeting started, what are the activities of those things. You can see it shows it was logged on with a desktop, and the mic was switched off, the data was mic was on and off, at what time every event gets recorded in this. So it should be extra careful. If there is multiple login, the multiple entries comes in particular access. If there is a login followed by a logout and then again a login, so we can see that logins are taking place through mobile app, through desktop. So you get a complete clear picture what all things are happening. Now you can see this particular candidate has large amount of logging in and is using multiple devices to access simultaneously. So this gives us a complete clear picture. You can go for show more and let us see the entire data is available. This is a teacher account, and he has been there from beginning till the end of the meeting. Apart from this, it shows what are the various activities done by that during the meeting. How was the network system, from where it was accessed, the location data is available here, and all these features. But remember, these features don't stand in the ground of legal aspects, but at least for information you can present this document, because it is tied up with the devices that the people are using. If it is a mobile devices, then you cannot track the location exactly as reflected in this particular. So the data is available. Then comes the audio section, wherein you can see what is the total duration of the audio spent, how was the entire thing, what was the status of the energy that traveled in and out, how much audio was sent. Then comes the video part, what amount of video was displayed, and you have the entire data, who has sent the video, everything gets recorded. And if a screen share has taken place, that data will be also available. So it gives us a complete picture wherein we can get the statistics of the activity done in the platform. Coming back from the meeting, let us pick a particular one where we need some other information also. We'll pick a general meeting and see what happened. See, in this case, I'm not filtered. This all shows that the organizer is using a private account. Then how it has come into our account, this is the part which we have to understand. Okay, so this account is, let us click it on and let us see the data inside. Of course it is 17 days old, need not worry much. You can see here a mobile number which was registered has come into our account. That is not a big issue, anybody can use. Here we have .coms. Then how come it is available with us? Why this .com IDs are available in our domain? The reason we need to dig deeper and find out. Let us scroll down. There will be definitely a reason why this thing has come to us. Oh my god, it's around 690 participants that are available, so we need to go a bit faster to see why it has come to us. If you see here, these are all .com platforms, so this should not have reflected on us, but there may be a reason why this is coming. Let us try some sorting techniques. There may not be any filter mechanism available for us. We need to go down much faster. Yeah, let's check this. This may be one reason why it is coming on to us, because this is our domain based name. Still, let us dig deeper and see. Basic reason here, the large number of participants, but the basic reason will be a Chennai.region account has been used in this, so that is why this is getting listed. Let's try still. If there is large amount of users, it will be little difficult for us to find out. Either it may be in STU, hope so. Let us go up to STU and to see. Yeah, you can see here. See, these two children, they have accessed using our account. So that is the reason why this listing comes there. So similarly, let us see a particular one where the less amount of candidates are there, so that we can understand. Let us go for a 2. We will apply a filter and see if size is available. Yes, meeting size is there, between or greater than or equal to, let us say, 5 participants. It will be easy for us to do. So the filter comes here and we have 5 participants waiting here by a teacher, T.R. Chandrasekhar. Let us just click here and see. This meeting started at 4 and ended at 5, and you can see the activities that has been done. There is a screen sharing, and see the screen sharing has been done by the teacher, and then you can watch here. Why I was insisting on to watch this particular thing is that you see here, this clearly reflects that the person is from outside the domain and the teacher has allowed entry for an outside domain. This is what I have been stressing from the day 1. All outside domain activity will be recorded and it will land into unnecessary issues. So the Vidyalaya level admins can update the teachers stating that they should not permit, for whatsoever be the reason, any outside domain on the GSuite platform. Okay, so this is the way it will get reflected if it is from outside domain. Occasionally it will have *@*. That means it may be using a incognito type of account, and that is why the reason doesn't get reflected. Hope it works out well, and let us see, based on the number of participants also you can filter and you can apply the exact participation date, where, from which country, location, everything you can search in this account. Exactly same as to the top one. If you want to search exact participations location, click on location and you can see various locations that are there. most common locations that are being used. In order to summarize, we see that we are getting two new tools. One is the meat quality tool, or in short called as MQT, wherein we can access the internals about the details of activity done using our domain account in the meat platform. And we have the report sections, which displays us the internal activities done at the organization level. So these are the two major features that has been updated. And in order to access the meat quality tool, you need to log in with the Vidyalaya admin account. The account should be an admin platform, and subsequently open a new tab and just type meet.google.com/tools/quality. And you have this data. With that, we come to an end of this session. Thank you for joining.